My brother knights, it's an honor to address you for the first time as your new Supreme Knight. I will have many opportunities to discuss the future of the order in more detail in the coming months, but on this, the first day of my service as Supreme Knight, I wanted to offer you a word of thanks and to speak to you briefly about our shared mission. Let me begin by saying something about where I come from and why it is such a privilege to serve all of the 2 million men who share our name as Knights of Columbus. I'm a third-generation Knight. My grandfather joined in 1915 before he left for World War I. My father was a faithful member of our parish council up until his death. And I joined the order in 1983 as a college Knight, and I became more and more involved in the order during my 2+ decades of military and public service. Since then, I have served as Grand Knight, District Deputy, State Deputy, Vice President for Public Policy, and most recently as Deputy Supreme Knight. At every stage, I have seen how the Knights of Columbus is set apart and set above. We have what men need. We are what men want, a community of purpose, a brotherhood of faith, a force for good for the things that matter most. We offer the opportunity to become the kind of men who can change the world. We are bound together by charity, unity, and fraternity. And by standing together, we will continue to make a difference. For nearly 140 years, we have been caring for families, serving those in need, and defending our faith. For nearly 140 years, we have been inviting men to become the disciples of Christ and the men of virtue whose witness can change our communities. As Supreme Knight, my goal is to help us deepen and widen the order's impact, to empower you to do more for more people in more places, to inspire more men to lead lives of charity, unity, and fraternity. It is a blessing to follow in the footsteps of an extraordinary leader. For 20 years, Supreme Knight Carl Anderson led the order with distinction. Under his tenure, the Knights set record after record in membership, charity, insurance, and more. He marshaled our strength to defend the right to life and religious liberty from North America to Europe to Asia and the Middle East. Quite simply, under Carl Anderson, the Knights of Columbus moved forward on every front. We owe him a profound debt. I speak on behalf of every member when I say, thank you, worthy Supreme Knight Anderson, for 20 truly outstanding years of stewardship and leadership. The secret to the success of our order is in our founding. And this past year, we had the privilege of celebrating the beatification of our founder, Blessed Michael McGivney. His beatification is a testimony to the relevance of our mission to this day. During the beatification Mass, our continued relevance struck me in a vivid way as I watched young Mikey Shackle, the boy who was miraculously healed through the intercession of our founder, walk into the sanctuary of the Cathedral of St. Joseph in Hartford to present a relic of Father McGivney to Cardinal Tobin, the representative of Pope Francis. As I witnessed Mikey, full of life and joy, I thought, here is why the world needs the Knights. It needs to be reminded that every human being is a unique creation of a loving God, that every human being is worthy of dignity and respect. It needs to recall that every family deserves protection and help in order to thrive. And the world needs men of faith and virtue, offering their gifts to God and to one another. It has been said, where there's a need, there's a Knight. And today, the needs around us are truly great. In a time of suffering and want, we need acts of charity. In a time of division, we need a sign of unity. And in a time of isolation, we need a testimony of fraternity. That is who we are as Knights of Columbus. That is what we bring. My goal as Supreme Knight is to strengthen our witness, or better, to help you strengthen our witness. Brothers, it is your work every day in your families, in your parishes, in your communities that is making a difference. One of my top goals in the first year of my service, once travel is more possible, is to come and witness firsthand your work and the impact you have on the world. The strength of our order is our councils and the work you do at the local level. Thank you for saying yes to being a knight and for carrying the vision of Father McGivney into your community, even in the face of personal sacrifice. Thank you for stepping into the breach. These times demand that we be bold and daring, that we meet the challenges before us head on. I look forward to walking this road with you shoulder to shoulder. You have dedicated so much of yourself to this work, and so have I. This is what makes us more than friends. It makes us brothers. This is the great strength of the order. So let us go forward with courage and faith in memory of those who have gone before us and for the sake of those who will join us. And as we continue this journey together, I pledge to support you and pray for you. And I know I can count on your prayers and support in return. May Blessed Michael McGivney intercede for us and the order we love. And may Our Lady of Guadalupe guard us as every day we step into the breach. Thank you. Vivat Jesus.